Alright, just looking to see if I'm live or not. Low-key, creeping live. Oh, okay, we live. Yo, okay, so welcome back everybody for, well, my final run of the event. Yeah, so I got Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX, so it's a sequel to A Link to the Past. So giddy running, 100%, no wrong work, not out of bounds. Wait, we don't have like a donation incentive for like the tunic colors or anything, right? So I don't think there was any messages about that. While I wait for an answer though, I'll start the timer because it's a lot of downtime. So 3, 2, 1, go! None that you're aware of? Okay, okay. Because normally there's like a bid war, or sometimes we have a poll for like, whether it should pick the red tunic or blue tunic after the color dungeon, which should be like a bit over 50 minutes into the run. But if not, then I guess I'll just decide myself. We can get chat involved if y'all want, either or. So yeah, first thing to note, so with movement, so I am sometimes clipping into stuff like the tree and the fence. So Link can like naturally clip up to 3 tiles into solid, or 3 pixels into solid tiles, so walls, trees, fences, etc. So can like optimize your movement a little in that way. And then with that, if you go more than 3 tiles inside of a, or 3 pixels inside of a solid object, it's in some cases it's considered out of bounds. And if you transition through a solid tile, like through like a wall or something that you've clipped into, then it's also out of bounds. So not allowed to do that. And then wrong warp. So the biggest wrong warp is like going from the backside of the doghouse to the glitched world, glitched doghouse world. So here I'm farming rupees. I'm trying to get 10. As close as I can to 10. So I was doing what's called rupee duping. Rupee duplication. So when I had my shield out, ooh, I got 10. Right. So rupee duplications, when I was when a rupee would drop, I would stick out my shield, and since Link can collect stuff like with his shield or his sword when they're out, then the rupee lands on both Link's like hitbox and his shield on the same frame, then he'll collect it twice. So that way I was able to, you know, get like 9 rupees with like only like 5 drops. So yeah, so there I took a death. I forgot to issue a flashing lights warning for that one. My bad. Yeah, so I stole the shovel because we don't want to have to farm like 200 rupees to get it. And then I quote-unquote bought the bombs by yeah, I bought the bombs, quote-unquote, by confirming to buy them, then I save and quit on the next frame. So those the bombs get put in your inventory, but then your rupees get taken the frame afterwards. So yeah, you save and quit, you keep the money basically. So that way I don't have to try and farm to like up to 20 rupees, because I got generally pretty good luck, like getting 5 rupees on the beach was quite nice. Because those enemies have a 50%, each have a 50% chance to drop a rupee, and like, I got, well, 5 out of 10, so it was like, you know, about even luck, or average luck. Because yeah, it's not uncommon to get like 1 or 2. And then you gotta like cut the grass, like where I got that seashell, and if that happens, then yeah, the grass tiles each have like a 1 in 16 chance to drop a rupee, and if you spin slash all the tiles, you'll hit 8 tiles. So yeah, you have like per spin slash, it's like 1 in 16 with like 8 rolls. So 8 rolls. So sometimes you can be spending minutes trying to get rupees on like the cutting the grass, but sometimes you'll get a bunch at once, occasionally. So yeah, so I just got what key is that? Tail key. So gives access to Dungeon 1, which is Tail Cave. And yeah, Yeah, making my way over there. I saved and quit to skip the owl talking to me. I do like the soundtrack like quite a bit too. And then the dungeons have like unique music, which is also cool. For each of them. Yeah, so I skipped. There's some text that pops up when you enter a dungeon saying like which dungeon it is. But I skipped that by opening the menu and doing my equips there. To optimize it. So you can walk right in between those two pit tiles if you move correct. And grabbing these seashells, because we need to collect, for 100%, we need to collect 20 seashells. Which is, I think there's like 26 in the game that you can get, but the rest of them disappear after you get the level 2 sword anyway, so we just require to get 20 for hundo. And it's getting the level 2 sword. Oh, I killed both with one arrow. Nice, nice. Hello, Dre. What's up? Got some of the regulars from my stream coming in. It's dope. I was a little too low when I pushed that spike trap there. So if you're on like more so the upper half, and you can shield bump and get pushed so that you don't get knocked into the pit. So that enemy there, if he knocked me into that pit, he does a heart of damage, and then the pit would do half a heart, so I would have died right there. So definitely gotta be careful. So yeah, now that I have Rock's Feather, oh come on, I got sub-pixeled I think. Now I gotta actually be careful. Okay, well, annoying, but yeah, I also don't want to waste too many arrows. Why is that happening? Again. Alright, where I was like drifting to the right for no reason. I heard that's happened sometimes because of like a sub-pixel thing, but so I don't know if I'm actually doing something wrong or if I'm just truly got unlucky like 3 times in a row right now. Alright, back to the bow. So the bow will kill the mini boss in 2 hits. And just to be safe, I'm gonna grab this fairy to heal up. Because this boss, even at full health, I could die potentially. But Moldorm. So I gotta hit his tail from the back. And the hit detection can be kind of janky because his head kind of takes priority over his tail, so you might just clank his head. I made the fight look easy, but it's like probably like the hardest like boss in the game, honestly. At least for a speedrun. From speedruns. Yeah, barely sub 7 minutes out of this dungeon. Because it's kind of rough. The super jump's like not working ever. It's fine though. So, yeah, not much to say, like, talking to the owl, I guess. So there's gonna be some kids when I enter the village again. Oh, I forgot to change the quality back to S video, so probably the game capture probably looks a little choppy. I think I forgot one thing. Okay. When I have like downtime, I will do that. It might not really be noticeable for y'all, but possibly. I also don't know why I'm like killing excess enemies in this category. The no save quit wrong work out of bounds, you would probably kill some stuff. So you're gonna try for bomb trigger, which I've been occasionally doing throughout the run. And you can bomb trigger to get that heart piece that was like laid out there. Alternatively, you can like super jump like over some of the blocks, and yeah, I think doing the bomb trigger saves like 0.8 seconds if you don't get a bad sub-pixel when you're transitioning. It's pretty small, time save. Alright, listen to the bot, y'all. These donations. If you want to help support. Ah! So yeah, I need to talk to this mouse. I had to make sure not to go to the next part of the game, like... Oops. Alright, yeah, I kind of lost time from... My text mashing was pretty poor because I was trying to change the capture to S video during that time. Admittedly. Alright, so... What's this part? So, Moblin King. So... He has, what, 8 health? So, my spin slashes currently do 2, and then single slashes do 1. So, you ideally want to kill him with, like... like 5 and... Was it like 5 and 3 damage, or like 4 and 4, like something like that. All right, finally changed it back to SVD. So hopefully it looks better. Oh, that was odd. He like touched the wall. Okay, yeah. So there's it's called a flock clip. So we Oh, I didn't pause. I forgot. So we so you can like clip through like interactable objects, like because the rock is too heavy to lift and you get that text, then Link can move a little bit to the side during that. And then oh, I guess I have one extra arrow, so this is fine. And what else can you do? Oh, key blocks that are by a wall. If you're clipped into the wall, then you can like get pushed to the side. If the key block, if you don't have a key to open it, and you get the text being like, oh, this needs a key, or whatever, then you can use it to kind of like clip through. Yeah, so this dungeon, I think it's pretty fun in some categories. So again, 2 arrows to kill this guy. Break the pit tiles for swag a little. Alright, so there I did what's called ghost skip, and yeah, I was able to push the ghosts out of the room instead of lighting the torches to scare them off. And yeah, I can go top side to bait this bat, then go down a little so that these bats don't attack me, so you can kind of be out of their range. So this room, you have to kill the enemies in a specific order. So it's Bull's Voice, which is the bunny, then the bat, the keys, and then the hooded dolphins. So you kill them in that order, then the nightmare key spawns. So lots of key in this game. If you fail, you gotta like reset the room by going into the stairs that were in the top left corner of that room. And then yeah, if you're holding something, you can weigh down that platform. So normally you're supposed to pick up the pot that was in like the bottom corner, but it's faster to just pull out a bomb, which works as well. Instead of equipping the bracelet and all that. So this boss, the genie, normally it's like one of the longest boss fights, like casually, because you have to do 3 cycles to break his pot. But cheating. You can if you clip into a wall and then throw the pot to the left, particularly to the left, it'll like break the pot instantly if you're clipped. So it yeah, so it saves doing like 3 cycles of dodging the fireballs and all that. And then I quick killed him by dropping a bomb where he spawned, and then when he got pushed to me, I shot a bomb arrow at the wall, because you can't have like 2 bombs on screen at the same time. So during the first bomb exploding, then I shot another one at the wall to make it instantly blow up. Otherwise, if you don't, he'll start like teleporting around the room, and he's like intangible and stuff. So yeah, you just kill him in 1 cycle like that. Hated the bottle genie fight as a kid. I know, right? Same here. Same here. And then all that stuff, of course, is nerfed in the remake, but yeah. So he issue another flashing lights warning. There is Mad Batter, so he's gonna shoot like the lightning, just like the shop when I went and died after stealing the shovel. Which I stole the boat after, and that also, if I go back to that shop, I'll die again. Alright, so you can look again now, if you looked away. Oh, come on! Bow wow, you troll. Guardian Acorn drop. So if you get 12 kills without taking damage, then you'll get a Guardian Acorn drop, which doubles your defense. And, or it makes you take half damage from hits, basically, so. Generally try to avoid it, but yeah, it like landed right on top of me. So alternatively, there's a piece of power that gives you if you get 30 kills without save and quit or dying, then you get a piece of power which boosts your movement speed by 25% up until you take 3 hits or enter a new area. And it doubles your sword damage, so I'm gonna be trying to like route out kills soon, like a bit before I enter this next dungeon. Okay, yeah, my arrow count's like, yeah. So if I miss a shot anywhere, then I would have to conserve an arrow somewhere afterwards. Okay, just double checking. I think I'm supposed to have it here at the lungs. So I'm gonna enter this phone booth to kind of update my save point, so next time I save and quit, then when I load the file, I'll be there at the phone booth instead of back at Mad Batter, looking where I'd be. So getting a picture with Richard, which you know the nickname for Richard. That's what the community calls it. Don't say it in chat if you know. But anyway, so yeah, Richard, his castle got taken over, Candlelit Castle, but we're actually gonna skip that. The only category that goes to Candlelit Castle is like glitchless categories, and yeah, and then I guess in randomizers, like you might want to go there for like checks. So I tried to skip that text, but I guess I missed one of the buttons. I was trying to hold A, B, start select. Ooh, I missed that one Octorok too. So you're maybe trying for Villa skip, which I'm gonna try and. Ooh, that was fast. 2 pauses. Didn't even get to explain what was happening because I got like good enough RNG / a good frame rate. Yeah, so I cancelled falling into the pit by pausing on the same frame I would have fallen into the pit. And since it's on like a global frame rule, I think, then sometimes you might have to do like a dozen pauses to like fall, and you lose like 2 seconds for every extra pause. So it took me 2 this time, which is pretty fast. If I get like four or less, I'm usually pretty content with that. But yeah. But yeah, sometimes you just lose like 20 seconds or more just because. Because you just don't fall into the pit for a while. And then yeah, so now I'm doing what's called a Jesus jump, so you can cancel drowning by pausing on the same frame when you land on the water without flippers. So you want to be as close to frame perfect as you can, but that one was really bad because it was like 4 pauses. But the other one I think was a 2-framer, or it might have been like a frame perfect, but I may not have been paying attention. I'm not too sure, but I did do an extra pause. So. Yep. So Dungeon 3, Bottle Grotto. Or not Bottle Grotto. Sorry, Key Cavern. So. The gimmick normally is that there's a lot of keys, and there's also, in the middle area, kind of like the hub area, there's a lot of, there's 4 key blocks that you want to unlock, so we can only unlock, like, 2 of them, so, yeah, I think we only get, like, 3 keys out of, like, the 9 or so that are almost done. Ideally, you're gonna try to not grab a Guardian Acorn as well. You can kill that guy just to... I know it was like short to kill. So yeah, there's a piece of power. So now my movement speed's increased by 25%. I'm gonna try for Dodongo skip. So you super jump and then clank off of that Dodongo. You can skip over the blocks there. So now I got Pegasus boots. There's a trick I'm gonna try for probably just once. Called French press. Oh, I got a pause for no reason? Oh my god, that's annoying. Alright, well, I killed the guy, so wouldn't have been able to try again anyway. So you want to like get pushed onto that top platform by turning your angle when you swing your sword, and then you get shield bumped by that Stalfos I killed. And with that, you'll yeah, be able to get that Nightmare key I just got. These enemies here wouldn't have spawned if I also got the trick too, so I wouldn't have to kill them. Okay, got no super jump for no reason. Classic. It's happening again. I love it. So yeah, you can just like leave the room and try again every time you don't get it, but getting a little annoying that the super jump is not working for seemingly no reason, but hey, 4th try. Let's go. When I was very new to this game, I like failed it literally 100 times in a row in a run, so you know. I've worked on it. And yeah, if you're like too slow doing the super jump, then when you clank, you might not get enough distance, and you can get stuck in the block and like soft block. So I just try to rush it too quick. So yeah, good quick kill on this boss. So able to abuse the piece of power as well for this fight. So overall, it was pretty good. Aside from just like the second Dodongo skip being like a 4th try or whatever. So I probably lost like 15 seconds to that. Oof, I can't wait to eat like. I guess it's gonna be like dinner even. Either way, my first meal. The day coming up after this run, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think my favorite Chinese place might have just closed down like yesterday. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna actually go check. Because it's a mall nearby my house that's like supposed to close down. Because they're gonna make condos, I think. I know some of those places had a permit up until March 30, so it might have actually closed down like yesterday or the day before. Ooh, I got the frame perfect. It was kind of slow, but I got the frame perfect cutscene skip there. So for cutscenes to like start and trigger, you have to the game has to advance 2 frames. So I manually timed the frame perfect pause on the 2nd frame after I confirmed the trade. Because if you buffer the 1st frame, then the cutscene won't activate. So if you save and quit, then you'll have to talk to him again. But so they heard the da-na-na-na, then that meant that I got it. And it's a frame perfect input. So yeah, press A, B, start, select all together. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, so a little swag. That's slow though. Normally you're supposed to open your save quit menu to skip the text when you get the present there. Which is another seashell. So those 2 times I went into Seashell Mansion, when I had exactly 5 seashells, you get a 6th seashell as a prize, and then when you have exactly 10, you get another one. And then when I come back there with 20, then I'll have the level 2 sword, which will double my power, basically. So yeah, I moved to the right a little there, because those buzz blobs sometimes can... That one buzz blob can like start moving your way immediately, and you'll get shocked if you hit it with your sword. So, gonna try for another cutscene skip. Hey, I got the frame perfect one again. This one saves less time than the other, but compared to missing it, but clean. Yeah, so I'm gonna go into the Dream Shrine now, where you get the Ocarina. And normally there's not really a puzzle, but there's like a bunch of mimic enemies that kind of copy your inputs, or opposite to your inputs. So they try to like run into you when you're running around. But I'm going to do what's called a naked super jump and skip the whole thing. So yeah, any walls that have like ledges on them, then Link can like jump off them if he's like clipped. Whoops! If he's clipped into the wall. Is the game thinking that there's a ledge there? Then if you face away from the wall, then Link will like jump off the ledge of the wall. So that's how the super jumps work. And then Link's kind of like intangible to everything during the super jump, so you like pass through like other walls and stuff. So I let that fish get away because it's hard to get this in one cast. So like everyone RTA usually just gets rid of that first fish. But it loses more time if you like try to do like the task strat and then like end up getting catching like the third fish, like the third small fish or something. Because then the rest of the fishes will get in your way after that, so it's like a disaster. So press B to skip the kiss from Madam Meow Meow. So finally bringing Bow Wow back. This dog? Bowling ball? Chain chomp? I don't know what chain chomps are, but this here is a good boy. This is a dog, sir. Yeah, so also getting all these pictures, I forgot to mention, count for 100%, which is exclusive to Link's Awakening DX. So the Switch remake doesn't have these, and the 1993 original colorless game doesn't have these either. So there's 12 pictures to get as well. Then we need to get all heart pieces, heart containers, and level 2 sword, and then every permanent item in your inventory, so all the weapons. Yeah, so I'm gonna use the Pegasus boots a lot. So yeah, in this game, compared to like Link to the Past, I got the bad RNG with that Octorok. Gonna cancel your sword. So I have to do an extra swing at that bush. And here's a nut touch. Yeah, so with Pegasus boots, when it's charging up, you can also like move during it charging. So a lot of times you want to, well, one, be moving forward because you know it's just faster than standing in place most of the time. And then also, if there's like a corner, you want to be like charging it as you're like kind of taking around the corner with your like regular movement. So you can have it like charged up after you like turn a corner. Oh, that was pretty slow, my text smashing through this cutscene. It was kind of scratching my hair, I guess. Or my head through my hair. Yeah, so there's a picture here secretly. If you don't move and let Marin fall on top of Link. If you're holding a direction, then because you'll move, like, you won't actually trigger getting that picture. So I never knew about that one, personally, until I learned the speedrun. Then there's this really obscure one where you go to this corner with, Marin. But I was here at the beginning when I was, like, farming rupees at the start along the beach. But you can't get that picture because Link is by himself. I love Link's face. The stoic look. Like the lizard line for his mouth. Makes you think of the chameleon boss in the Kirby Superstar. And then here, in front of the weathercock. So Marin's dad, Taryn, wants to join in on the picture because it looks fun. Where am I supposed to go from here? It's probably a bad question to ask when you're the guy supposed to be doing the run, right? Alright, yeah, so this is the way. So you'll be doing a skip, kinda. What? Excuse me, sir. Alright, well. Oh no. Alright, so I definitely wasted time over just like not bomb triggering now, because tried that like 800 times. So if you do a bomb trigger here, then force Marin to sing early so you don't have to like walk up to the walrus, and then she takes a bit longer to walk off screen after this next cutscene where this rabbit is gonna talk. In this category, since we actually have Marin here, then you can play this cutscene normal. As in, most of the any percent categories you usually have like Bow Wow, and if you stay and activate that cutscene, you'll cause a stop lock to happen. But you kind of like leave the screen, the frame that the cutscene is about to play, and then go back on, and it'll count as played. But in this category, you don't have to do that because you got Marin. And yeah, bomb triggered for another hard piece up there. And yeah, to make it easier, this game has a really good, probably has like the best like buffering system for like any Zelda game. Yeah, you can buffer inputs like right out of a pause. So, I lined myself up by jumping to the edge of the screen, and then I buffered a bomb drop while holding up. So yeah, I was able to just do the bomb trigger like pretty much for free, especially with the feather. Which I forgot to even mention bomb triggers because they're like a kind of broken thing I've been doing for a while. Which if you find a way to force 2 bombs on the same screen, then the game kind of freaks out and will like activate the first like active slot, I think. So usually cutscenes, if there's one on the screen, on that specific screen, will like cause a cutscene to play or skip the cutscene. So I've been doing that a bit. And then collectible items that are kind of just like bare on screen, like those heart pieces, you can also use a bomb trigger to collect them from like the other end of the room, pretty much. And yeah, there'll be other cutscenes that'll trigger or skip like throughout the run. So yeah, you get about half a minute of downtime while Link learns a song, I think. Yeah, I also messed up cropping on the bottom for this game, so there you go. It's a 1 pixel of the heads-up display. Alright, so said yes to Corin, or to Marin. If you say no to her, then because she's like, yeah, did you understand, or did you learn the song or whatever? So yeah, they go through that whole cutscene of like Link learning the Ballad of the Windfish again, so be careful about that. So got some weird tricks that I'm gonna attempt. I might like waste time and help, maybe. So French press, or not French press, French bonks, my bad. So you can like bonk off the rock to cross that pit, like barely. Or le bonks, community calls it. Because there, through a lot of the eras of speedrunning this game, there's been like a lot of French runners. So, yeah, there's a lot of things like that French press I tried in Dungeon 3. Le bonks. I don't remember if there's other like French stuff. Pandore? No, I'm joking. I made that up. like French, how do you say French toast in French? Or golden bread, I guess. Yo, thanks, OJ. Wait, what? Oh god. Oh, I was still able to like walk back on after I like ran into the pit for some reason, I guess. What did I do? Holy crap. Yeah, so I missed menu and I clicked the boots instead of feather. I guess because they're both brown, I just like looked at it wrong. Alright, so there's a trick I'm pretty concerned about because I have gone overestimate in marathons sometimes by failing this like a lot sometimes. We'll see though. Just not this. Just Jesus jumping is simple, I guess. No, that took like 2 extra pauses. So I'm gonna set my save and quit point up here yet again. Like going in and out of that cave. So Rooster Cave, where me trying to get the bird key, which is the key for Dungeon 7. Oh, what the? So I'm gonna be trying a trick called early Rooster Skip, which the regular Rooster Skip usually do like a trick called hook shot jumping, and I do not have the hook shot yet, and won't for a while. So early Rooster Skip, which if you're lucky, saves like 11 seconds or so, I think. But usually won't save that much because you need luck. So no. Gee, this might still work. Hold on. I might be just wasting more time trying to fix this, but we'll see. Oh, nice. It worked to some degree. Okay, so I'm trying to cancel falling into the pit whenever it happens. So I'd be losing time over like doing late Rooster Skip already because, well, it's taking forever to fall in the pit. So I was in a bad position though, so I'm gonna fall in one more time. Come on, drop. Alright. Alright, nice. At least I got it first try. So, even though I probably lost like, I don't know, over getting like a frame perfect like pitfall, like I probably lost like half a minute still, but yeah, that's cool. At least I got it though. So now I don't have to worry about Rooster Skip the rest of the run. So if you fall into those pits when I was doing the skip, you get put, like just now when I fell in the pit after getting the key, you'll fall outside the cave and you have to like backtrack a lot to go back up there and try again, basically. Oh, that's unlucky. I paused the frame rate. So since I am low on arrows, ideally I wanted to save time, especially by... What the heck? Huh? Yeah, so wanted to try and clip kind of Jesus jump, and you end up getting pushed down a little, so you clip into that crackable block. I wasted so much time over just like doing the normal strat though. So you clip into that block and push the other pushable block instead of like blowing up the cracked block. Oh my gosh, this is... Alright, nice. I got the bad pattern, but like kind of weaved in between the Helmosaurs and stuff. That was cool. Okay, so there's a trick I'm gonna try like once and only once. So what's this? The P-Hat Clink? I'm gonna try the faster version of the strat, which saves a little bit of time, but... Oh, come on, I didn't get a super jump for no reason. Alright, well, it's fine. I hope I'm clipped enough into the wall, because it'd be pretty annoying if I'm not. Oh, I'm not clipped enough, are you kidding? Or maybe not clipped at all, I guess. Alright, let me try this again. So yeah, you can super jump and clink into that P-hat. So I try to go from the bottom to like clink twice. The first time to get launched to the left, so I'm clipped into that left wall, and then do the second P-hat clink like I did just now. So here I pause to cancel. Pause at a specific time to cancel this boss's text, and I also released the spin slash during that time. And then yeah, just shoot 2 bomb arrows straight down. So that's why I was trying to conserve an arrow before, but I also wasted a lot of time during that. And then yeah, so making my way to Mambo for the cute song. The true best song. It's a whole like community debate. But now I got a lot of downtime. This whole community thing as well with the, I guess the text was in Japanese there, but, because it says O in English, so, yeah, there's a whole community thing with it. I don't know if anyone from that scene is watching right now, but, yeah, so it's a really obscure hidden heart piece for Hundo. Yeah, if you just, like, dive in that room randomly, then you find it like near the center. So additionally with grass tiles here, so your movement gets slowed when you're walking through grass. So if I can, I want to like jump over grass tiles if possible. And now here's a ghost friend. So normally we skip getting this guy in like other categories, but since there's a picture you get after helping him with the side quest, it's mandatory in Hundo in this game particularly. Probably a Switch remake as well, I'd assume, but I actually don't know. So I've never run that game. Oh, I missed menu. Hold up. There you go. I just see brown object and equip brown object. So I put the boots instead of the feather. So yeah, another what's it called? That you can do. Another okay, you can do another bomb trigger to skip, like, pretty much most of the trade sequence throughout the run. I think there's, like, 4 or 5 trades that skip. And, so you get the mermaid's bra in the English version. So this mermaid here lost her bra, so she doesn't want to, like, be moving around, like, showing herself. And then, I think both English and... Ooh, I got that frame perfect. The text skip. The, what's it called? English and in European versions, they made it a necklace instead. Okay, I messed that up a little. Hold up. Riven's your roleplay name. Holy moly. Sup? I know who that is. Okay, yeah, so got a trick called... Alright, Zora Bump. So, usually people that try to learn this category get kind of scared off from this trick particularly. Which... Okay, there you go. It's not really over yet, but... Okay, there you go. Should be good, I think. Of course I do. Sup? How's it going? Yeah, Link's Awakening has a pretty dope soundtrack overall. So yeah, this is actually the 4th So I've done like 3 other runs back to back for other games, so it's the 4th one in a row. Then I'm gonna go eat after this. Cause yeah, I kind of just started doing runs like after I woke up for this event. Yeah, so if you're fast enough here, you can kind of skip that purple mouse in the water. Like, if you're a little too slow, he'll swim all the way back, and then all the way to the left again. And it wastes like 5 seconds if you don't talk to this guy quick enough. So, it's not bad. Also, oddly enough, if you pause on this screen, that picture that I got won't be in your inventory, so your run will be invalid for the 100% category. So you have to make sure not to like accidentally press start or something. Otherwise, you have to leave that room, go back, and trigger that cutscene again to get the picture again the second time. And then yeah, so this part's mostly just like mid-game cleanup. So this ghost wants you to bring him back to his house, which is this place, and then wants you to take him to his grave afterwards. But during that, since just now I got like the magic lens early, then there's a guy in a cave that normally he's not there until you get the lens. So there's a trade you can do with him to give him whatever item is on your B button, and he'll give you a what's it called? A boomerang. And the boomerang is like really overpowered in this game. So I'm gonna be trading my shovel since I've already used everything I needed to use it for at this point. Unless if I forgot something. So the boomerang is nuts because oh wait, why did I put feather? What am I doing? The boomerang's nuts because it you can cut grass with it. It one-shots a lot of enemies as well, including the final phase of the final boss, which in this category is actually a backup strat to like one-shot the final boss, because there's like a different strat to save about 15 seconds even compared to that, which is actually ridiculous. Though the boomerang sometimes has like wonky hitboxes when you're trying to cut cut bushes and stuff, because it'll I don't know, sometimes it'll like hit it, bounce off, and just like not do anything to the bush for like no reason. Fortunately that didn't happen at all this time, but sometimes like the movement will get messed up because it'll just happen once or twice, just seemingly at random too. So gonna issue another flashing lights warning here for Mad Batter 2. So this time, same thing, I'm gonna say no to his first option because he asks if you want to double your capacity for your magic powder. And then I want to double my arrows capacity, because since on the 4th boss I ran out of arrows, now since I got my capacity doubled, it also refills it, so I have like 60 arrows now. Which won't even really need that many throughout the run, if anything, but yeah, having an excess of some items is quite nice. But yeah, so Corin, if you're still here, if you're still around, did we ever decide on what we were gonna do with the tunic color thing for Color Dungeon? Because that's coming up in about, I don't know, 4 minutes maybe, if I were to guess. So should I just pick, or do we try to get chat involved to choose which color? Red versus blue. They do have different properties from each other, which normally in a run, for like real-time runs, blue is optimal, well, and more consistent, I guess, in general. And then red can be about the same, but in like a tool-assisted run generally, like, I think it's like a second faster to get red, but it usually never plays out how you would want it to in like a real-time run. Could make like a 2-minute poll, I guess, where like people can type in chat if they want. Whichever. Yeah, because normally, like, when I've run for, like, other... What the heck? Why is this not working? Yeah, when I've run for other marathons, like, usually it's, like... Usually there's, like, a donation bid war where a bunch of people will, like, donate. And then, you know, they'll be, like... You know, whoever donates more towards, like, whichever ends up, being the color that I pick, generally. So yeah, this is a check to see if you're playing on Game Boy Color. So those two guys are asking, like, what color are they? Because if you're playing on a Game Boy that doesn't have color, then, well, it would just be grayscale, right? So here there's a rupee cash room, which, these ones are worth 5 each, which is, like, the only place in the game where they're worth 5 at all. So we need 300 rupees to buy the Frog Song of Soul. It'll be like song number 3 on the Ocarina. But, fortunately, so when I collected all those rupees, if you hard reset the game, then, those rupees are back. So, after the next time I save and quit, then I'm gonna, just reset as well. Also, the pole might need to be a little shorter, because I'm getting kind of close. It's like right after I beat the, main boss in this area, then, I'm gonna be choosing. I don't know what time you put, but hopefully it's fine. So yeah, you can unlock that guy with 6 powders if you can get close enough to him quick enough. Otherwise he starts moving around, and like whenever he stops, then you get forced to stop moving as well. I don't know, it's a really odd fight. I don't even know how to do it optimally, like normal. 3 minutes? Alright, that might be too long. Alright, so there I save and quit, then I hard reset immediately after. And yeah, so because of that, then these rupees are back, so you can just collect, like, you know, 100 and something. Oh, whoops, that was too short. And then, yeah, like a lot of the mini-bosses in the early game, the bow and arrow is pretty broken, so you can just shoot 2 arrows to kill them. But, normally, I think the game kind of intends for you to have it around Dungeon 5 area, but since I stole it at the beginning, then, yeah, it's, like, pretty overpowered for the early game. And, I guess if you're playing the game, like, if you're playing the game the intended way, or, like, glitchless, then it's, like, almost hard required to get the... Whoops! I didn't collect the key. Holy... Shoot. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so this boss has a lot of randomness, so he's throwing the fidget spinners, or he threw only one, which is kind of lucky. Alright, so yeah, the poll would end, like, right now, normally, if I, wanted. Yeah, okay, yeah, can you call it? Because, this is where I gotta choose the color at this point. Well, it looks like blue is up, so... I looked at the results, so I'm just gonna pick blue. There you go. So, okay, the properties, so basically they're modeled off of, those special drops that you get. So, Piece of Power, how it increases your, sword damage, and... Oh, you don't get the movement speed boost with the red tunic, but, increases your sword damage, and, while you have level 1 bracelet, you can pick up objects faster with red tunic. But then double sword damage plus the knockback effect, where when you hit an enemy, they get sent flying across the screen. So generally that's slower if the attack doesn't like one-shot the enemy. So that's where part of the time loss comes from. Then blue tunic, all it really does is make you take half damage from everything. But because of that like knockback effect from the red tunic, then that's why blue on average is usually faster in real-time runs. And the main reason is that the Dungeon 5 boss, he... Okay, cool, I got that first try. A dumb jump. Normally you're supposed to have hook shot here to hook on the rock, but, yeah, you can do, like, a free-tile jump there. And yeah, so, the red tunic causes that boss to have extra like invincibility frames, so you like can't get in as much damage as quickly, and like on average you'll usually end up having to kill that boss in 3 cycles instead of 2 because of red tunic, and can lose like around 10 seconds if you're unlucky. So whoops. You gotta be careful here because the signpost maze as well, so reading the signs and like go this way with like an arrow pointing, and if you read the wrong sign you have to start over again and read all the signs. Also, flashing lights warning again for anyone that has light sensitivity. Probably want to look away right now. Well, the screen's like flashing like black a lot. But yeah, so the signposts, if you read the wrong signpost, that includes if you double read the same signpost, then you can you'll mess it up and have to start from the beginning of like the maze. So if you like overmash like A or B sometimes when you're closing the text box, then you can accidentally like read it twice, which is really bad. So that's why I kind of moved a little bit slow in some parts. Because in addition, sometimes getting hit by enemies, you might like get knocked back into a sign and like read it by accident. So if you're pressing buttons, so it can lose like a minute potentially if you make that egregious error. So yeah, this is really out of the way heart piece, another one. So in the moat in front of Candlelit Castle, there's not really any like good time to get it, so in the routing we normally just get it here. And yeah, since you got flippers now, then you can swim, so you just swim around the whole moat and then dive in a very obscure spot. I know in the Nintendo Switch remake, they I'm pretty sure they changed this heart piece, because this one's like absurdly obscure to get. It's like here somewhere. Alright, and with that, I'm gonna be getting the final photo inside Animal Village. And so again, because I got the magic lens when I did the trade sequence where I got the mermaid's bra, and then she gave me a scale to trade with her bra. Then afterwards I got the magic lens early, so now you're able to see this Zora, which this one's not a bad guy. So yeah, that should be the final photo. So I'll probably check my menu later to see if I have 12 out of 12. If I happen to miss something, I'd be really surprised though. So yeah, now it's kind of avoiding like randomness from enemies a little. And if you're low on health, fortunately in this category, with the boomerang, oh, I need the shield, right? Okay, there you go. You can throw a boomerang at these bomb fairies, like those red things with wings that kind of look like ladybugs, I guess. So when they drop bombs, and they're pretty annoying, but if you throw the boomerang, it kills them in one hit, and they give you like a fairy heal as well. So if you're ever like somehow in danger in this run, in this category, you can always use that for safeties. And the only reason that I healed up was because that bomb fairy like flew right in my way, because I got bad luck, basically. So figured kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So my health was pretty high anyway. So unfortunately I don't get to show the super swag strat for the Armos Knight. Yeah, with red tunic there's like a slightly faster strat, but with blue tunic it's just optimal to shoot 12 arrows at him. But there's a strat with your sword with the red tunic that you can kill him in like 6 hits. And then the reason I have shield equipped is just to bump these Armoses out of the way when I'm dashing. Because these ones, they come alive when you touch them, and then it takes a while for them to become active, like before you can damage them, so they're just kind of in the way. So you can just bump them to go a little faster. And So that's the Armos maze. So those Armoses also do like 2 hearts of damage if you get hit by them generally. So usually, yeah, try to pretty much avoid getting hit by literally any of them. And yeah, you kill them with 2 boomerang hits as well. Oh, what the heck? Fish just chomped me from the back. Alright, so Dungeon 6. So normally, in other categories that are not 100%, we would do Dungeon 6 before Dungeon 4, because that ghost I was helping in the side quest, if you get the level 2 bracelet in this dungeon, for whatever reason it skips, like the ghost will never appear. So, in other categories you don't have to help him, and he also won't allow you to enter dungeons normally. So, it's really bad to get him. Oh my god, what happened? The bomb missed the Zol on the left. I think because I got stuck along one of the walls while I was moving. So here you can kind of just hold up and left to go through the room. Sometimes you get hit from those sparks, the giant sparks. Usually you'll get hit like 3 times at most, and sometimes like they'll move in a favorable pattern and you like won't get hit by any of them at all. Oops. So yeah, just kind of shooting these for the most part for swag, because these don't really save time. Aside from killing these, breaking these last 2 with arrows actually does save a bit. What item do I use? Oh right, bracelet. Oh yeah, this part's actually like a little harder with red tunic, so I'm a little lucky I'm using blue, apparently. I mismenued really hard though. Hold it. Okay, there you go. So yeah, if you drop a bomb in a specific spot, and then you can just kind of move that whiz robe into the other bomb from the top. There, the super jump in the corner to clip into the other side wall, so that I'd be able to super jump over the ledge to get up here early. So I'm kind of traversing the dungeon backwards compared to normal. And really obscure, but you need to throw a pot into that chest to get the nightmare key, which I think it's like the only time in the game that you ever have to do that, which is like weird. So I did another super jump there to continue traversing this dungeon backwards compared to intended. And yeah, because of that I don't have to kill those Dodongo snakes, because normally you want to open the path where I came from by killing them, but yeah, instead of going backwards I can just leave the route pretty much. So horse heads, another pretty big instance of RNG, so okay, there you go. That was like 6th try, I think. So you have a 50% chance for the horse head to land upright or land on its side. And, yeah, you need both of them to land upright in a row. So it's like 2 50-50s, so it's like 1 in 4 chance, basically, each time. So 6th try is like usually, I guess that's like kind of average-ish, about. The worst I've had is, recently I had 24 tries in the marathon, so it's like the worst. Loses about a second per try, so it can add up if you get really unlucky. And then yeah, so this boss, his hitbox is active before his text comes up at the start when you enter the room. So I was able to hit him with 3 bombs for free. And it turns the fight into, you can kill him in 2 cycles after the fight quote-unquote starts, instead of doing a 5-cycle fight. And yeah, I don't really have that much to say after. Alright, so I'm gonna try to bomb trigger to skip the owl landing here. So there's all this text, so the owl was talking to me, but since I was able to force 2 bombs on the screen at the same time, like, you can't really see both bombs, but yeah. skips the music that would play when he's landing, and it skipped his flying in and flying out animations. So it saves like 2 seconds. It's like pretty small, but you have to drop a bomb exactly on the frame that you're about to transition on the screen. So it is a frame perfect input, but you can kind of like time the lineup pretty well by jumping to the edge of the screen, so then you can press down and your bomb at the same time to kind of make the timing a little more consistent. So yeah, there's level 2 sword, that epic lightning cutscene and everything. So yeah, that means that I confirmed got 20 seashells and didn't forget one. Otherwise, would have had to hella panic and find a backup strat or something. So, the secret path to get to Dungeon 5. It's a little faster to jump along the ceiling there when you're going upwards. I don't know why, it's a very odd mechanic. So Dungeon 5. In this category is my most hated dungeon, actually, because of random trick. In other categories, this is actually my favorite dungeon, so it's like actually quite a contrast. But there's a trick coming up, like pretty much in this room right here, called early hookshot, which you can only do it in Hundo because we have the boomerang. But unfortunately, it's a like pretty much a 50-50 trick whether it'll like work or not. So you stand on a specific pixel here, and then throw your boomerang and jump to the edge of the screen and transition. And depending on your sub-pixels and I think frame rules as well, then you have a 50-50 chance of collecting the key at the same time that you transition, and you will get the hookshot in the next room. So I got it second try, which I think loses about 12 seconds compared to first try. So yeah, you lose a lot of time every time, so it's part of why I usually don't like to grind this category, because it's like, or anymore, because this part is so late into the run, and then sometimes you just lose a good pace because you get early hookshot like 7th try, like at no fault to your own. You lose like a minute and a half or something. So in that way, it can be kind of discouraging if you, you know, sink like an hour to getting screwed by bad luck. So yeah, I overkilled Master Slothful's one there. So normally if you hit him twice with bombs while he's up, he'll run away, and then he'll unlock the next area. But if you, it's not intended to overkill, but if you overkill him, then he'll drop a key. So I'm gonna use that later to save like 3 seconds to different routing to the boss. So yeah, since I have the hookshot, then fortunately getting the nightmare key there is like pretty easy, because in other categories you would normally go there before you get the hookshot in this dungeon, and you have to do like a 4-tile jump, and it's like really odd with like your... Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to grab the feather, or grab the arrows in this category. It's any percent muscle memory. Switching categories can be difficult sometimes, especially when you're rusty at this game, because I literally just went through like one playthrough while I was on like transit to go hang out with friends for a friend's birthday today, or yesterday. So admittedly, I didn't really like practice this game that much. But pretty much the end of this run should be like smooth-ish, I think, because similar to the other categories from this point onwards. So this boss is the one that can potentially lose time with Red Tunic, because this boss takes 8 hits to kill, and no matter how strong your sword is, so even if I had level 2 sword plus Red Tunic, it'll still take 8 hits to kill. Or even if I had level 1 with Green Tunic, then still 8 hits, regardless. So you because of the added invincibility frames from Red Tunic when you hit him, then if the wall snake gives you a close spawn out of the walls, then when you pull him out, you only get 3 hits at best. So the moment that happens, which is a 50-50, then you're guaranteed to have a 3-cycle fight with a red tunic. Which I got the close spawn on the second cycle, so like I would have probably at best had like 7 hits out of 8 there. You gave me a far one, then a close one. And then there's other stuff like after he's taken, I think like 6 damage, there's like a 50-50 chance he can give you a fake snake when you pull him out of the wall, and the fake snake will like move around the room for a while and then eventually explode. So you can't like interact with him until that happens. So it wastes a lot of time. So then you're at like purely at mercy of like RNG. So yeah, why blue is better on average. In addition, because we get a level 2 bracelet like pretty much right after getting the tunic, the new tunic color. So we don't even save that much time from like lifting things faster. So yeah, yet another bomb trigger to get this exposed heart piece over here. And I'm gonna try for... Oh god, what happened there? Obstacle skips. You can jump around this obstacle without interacting with it. And I think it saves like a quarter of a second to like to jump around it rather than run through it with your boots. And yeah, since I did early rooster skip before, then I don't need to go back up there to get the key for Dungeon 7, because I got it like half an hour ago. And yeah, so this is like long mountain climb up Tal Heights. Which the outer parts, so this area, like usually this music's like pretty, I guess pretty well revered by people, so unfortunately not gonna hear it that much in until after I beat Dungeon 7, I think, right? Since there's all these like cave systems over here, so you only very briefly hear it every now and then. I guess these cave systems are kind of like similar to when you're going up was it Death Mountain, I think, in Link to the Past, the prequel. Alright, so there's Dungeon 7. So first thing, I'm gonna skip this text again, saying that I'm in this level and I need Boomerang up. If I have full health after this room, then, like, if I get a heal, I didn't think. I would try some swag strats on the boss coming up, but unfortunately you need to have full health for it to work, so I'm 1 heart short. Which is usually what would happen on average, because I guess you have like a 1 in 4 chance to get a fairy from that anti-fairy I killed. Ah! Okay, I need to kill that top left Zol there, so I can do bomb triggers here. So normally you're supposed to pick up the metal ball in the previous room that I passed by. And you throw the metal ball at these pillars and it'll break them. But since it's tied to a cutscene, you can actually just bomb trigger and blow them up. So, or cause them to crumble. Because of the playing cutscenes or whatever from bomb triggers, blah blah blah. So if I don't get a frame perfect bomb drop while transitioning, then if you got it within 3 frames or 4 frames, I think, then you can pause and unpause, and you can like kind of drop another bomb manually after. So that's why sometimes occasionally I was pausing after a screen transition, because I'd like maybe drop a bomb like a frame too early or something. Which is hard. I mean, 60 frames per second, 1/60th of a second timing. It's pretty difficult. Yeah, so gonna be trying something called Goomba Surf. Oh, I got hella lucky, but I got a bad subpixel, unfortunately. So the top Goomba on the lower floor, I want him to move to the right, and he... Oh, he gave me another one pretty quick. Nice. Oh, I put the wrong things. There you go. Yeah, so if you do a naked super jump inside the wall, then You can bounce off that Goomba and just like barely get up above that ledge, which skips needing to get the boss key to enter from the left side and to go all the way around. There's another backup strat that's like 12 seconds slower, but it's like consistent and doesn't rely on the luck of the Goomba moving in the direction you need. So in addition, this fight's kind of broken, so you can kind of like screen wrap your shot below the heads up display. And it's weird. For whatever reason, so there's like warp tiles on the world map. If you don't visit a screen that has a warp tile from the last time that you did a save and quit, then yeah, for whatever reason the floor is not solid during that fight. It's like so obscure, but I don't know, get to abuse it. Otherwise, the optimal strat is to use, at this point I think it's to use bombs, I think. So in other categories you need to do that. Okay, so more odd tech. So when I jump off this ledge, I don't want to fall down in that hole because it'll bring you to the bottom of the mountain. But if you open your save and quit menu and then exit out of the menu, you can control Link while he's falling, so you can like move him to the left and not fall down that pit. So if you don't open the save and quit, you'll just drop straight down and lose like a minute to that. Odd. No Kirby in that dungeon. Not where I was going. Skip that guy. So, you try this trick once. Ah, shoot. Alright, I'll try it one more time. For the swag. Oh, early. Early again. I think that's good. Yeah, there you go. Zoomerang. So I wasted time trying to save time, but sometimes you gotta show the swag. So you can it's weird. You can so when you jump, so if you have boot speed and then buffer your boomerang if it's on the B button and your feather on the same frame, then and press away from the wall at the same time, then yeah, Link will just like zoom and get sent flying in a direction. Oh, another flashing lights warning. Should be the final one for Mad Batter. So yet again, look away if you know if that's gonna hurt. Alright, yeah, so you can look again if you did have to look away from, like, photosensitivity stuff. So, I did a flame skip right there. So I was clipped into the wall, and, like, that flame normally knocks you really far back. If you're clipped into the wall, you won't get pushed back, so you can, like, use your invincibility frames to, go through the wall, or go through the flames afterwards. The intended way is to use level 2 shield and like block the flames, which in this category and only this category, I have level 2 shield, but it's actually really slow to still like use the shield, so you never see the mirror shield get used like ever. Because Link walks like ultra slow while blocking the flame, so it's just like faster to do the fast way, regardless. Oh, whoops, I missed menu. Yeah, so this dungeon, there's like a pretty convoluted puzzle for this dungeon, but I'm just gonna like cheat the whole thing with by doing that what we call bookshot clip. So the reason it's called bookshot is because I think someone didn't know which button you needed to have your hookshot on, because you need it on B specifically. So it was just like given as a reminder. This is before my time of like when I learned the game. I heard the lore of why it's called bookshot. So if you have hookshot on B, feather on A, then when you hook onto something, if you press both buttons at the same time, then you'll clip through, or not even just clip through. Link will pull himself into stuff like twice as fast as normal. So with that, you can like clip through that key block if you're standing on a specific pixel. Or there's like 2 specific pixels you can stand in, so it's like a little lenient. And yeah, so now I'm gonna be doing what's called Lava Swim, which I swung my sword there to set my subpixel values to a consistent value. Because otherwise, if you don't swing your sword when transitioning there, you have a 50-50 chance of just getting stuck in the lava permanently. So it's like a soft lock risk, unless you swing your sword, then it's consistent. Why? I don't know, but it is what it is. And that should be the final heart. Yeah, that's definitely the final heart piece, because when I get this next heart container from the boss, the whole bottom right will be filled out. Yo, thanks, Tristan. And yeah, so the Roomba Room. So you push this rolling rock, and you need to fill out all of the holes to spawn the nightmare key, to the boss key. There's like several dozen like patterns that are considered optimal to get it, but oh, I forgot to equip boots. What am I doing? But I don't know. I picked one that was in like the speedrun tutorial. It's like a Google Doc of like how to run this game, basically. Made by Xander. It's a Dutch runner. Alright, so you can use the map to skip this guy's text. Yeah, second best luck for this spawn. So yeah, able to do a 1 cycle kill, because I mean all the cycles are possible. I heard that getting bottom left spawn is like impossible, but it's not true. So about to show something that's not meant for Twitch right here. So yeah, just like a visual thing that we call Wang Boys, where if you swing your magic rod as you're about to grab the instrument, then I don't know, it just sticks out in front of them. You can also get what's called the side wang. If you swing too late, then it will like point out to the left. It's just, you know, silly things. It doesn't save time or anything, it's just literally just swag. That's about it. Alright, so coming up on the end of the run, I assume I'll be below my estimate, which my regular estimate was at a minute and 27, or an hour and 27 minutes. So my personal best run is an hour 21 minutes and 13 seconds, so try to give a little leeway for mistakes, right? I actually forget exactly how much time is left in this run, like, to this point. Might be like 3 minutes or a bit less. Alright, so I need bombs, right? I messed that up. Dang. Alright, yeah, so it's faster to just bomb trigger instead of playing the ocarina, even though I have everything. This is the best song? After I said Mambo's Mambo was the best. Alright, there's actually an app on my phone that I need to open. I often forget during marathon runs, so I guess there's a lot to explain as I'm getting to this final boss fight. So first off, I'm gonna be trying to manipulate the first 2 phases of this fight. You know, Mambo's Mambo all day, baby. Okay, so first thing, so I never read the book in the library with the magic lens that tells you which path to take to get to the final boss. So if you don't read it, the path is always set to left, left, up, right, right, up, left, up. So that's first thing. Then next I'm gonna try to equip sword and bombs, and I'm gonna try to bomb trigger to skip 12 seconds worth of text, and also the music will end up not playing. Okay, I got it. And with that, then the boss will spawn in a consistent spot where you can like manipulate the like your subpixels correctly as well. And with that you can stun lock him with your sword, which is actually not intended. And then the Aghanim phase here, we can also manipulate the RNG for this, because the third cycle and onwards, he will either shoot a energy bolt. Oh god, there you go. I got robbed. You either shoot a, so it's probably over now, but you shoot an energy ball or a blue ball. And so the energy balls are the ones that I'm reflecting, and then the blue balls, which clearly do not look blue in this game, because it's from A Link to the Past, right? Where the blue ball references. Then yeah, so you can manipulate getting 0 blue balls in this game. But since I failed, now I'm getting punished by getting, what was that, like 3 or 4 in a row? Yeah, I don't know why the when I reflected the ball, it like somehow didn't hit him for like no reason. So now I'm just getting like Omega owned by okay, there's the third hit finally after like what, like 6 blue balls or something. And yeah, so it's an 8-second time loss like every time this happens, so now I might actually go overestimate because my estimate for the run, because I'm getting Omega punished. Because yeah, it's a 50-50 now, like, and yeah, you know, I got like, what, 8 out of 10, so here you can stun lock this guy if you hit him before he starts moving, but unfortunately I hit him very slightly too late. Still worked though. And now that looks way too early. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay, I failed this. It's fine. So yeah, if I was able to get what's called a Death Eye skip, then if you play the Ocarina on the same frame that one of those flaming bats is going to fly at you, then it would get stuck in place and it has 0 health. So when this phase of the final boss happens, then the game thinks that the boss is at 0 health, and this boss will just like die when he spawns, or like a second version of him. So time will be when I reach the top of the stairs at the end. So looks like I'm gonna be like 127, like 02 or something. Oh, longer than that. Time. So yeah, so the backup strat's just to one-shot him with the boomerang. So, and even then I got kind of unlucky because he took Omega long to like open his eye for him to get hit. So anyways, hope you enjoyed the 4 back-to-back runs. Holy moly. That was like 5 hours, so I'm gonna try to eat. So I've not eaten today yet. And anyways, yeah, if you want to support, then yeah, keep donating. There's like the links in the About page as far as I know. So yeah, good luck with the rest of the marathon. Good luck to the upcoming runners soon as well. And yeah, that'll be me signing off. And if you want to shoot a follow as well, I'm at Ryan_Ford522 on all my socials, pretty much. I'm a machine. I had to chicken out for cause like 6 runs got accepted, and I was like, all right, can I cut out like half of those? Imagine I was gonna do Mario RPG too, and all right, peace out, y'all.